that's me out. I've expelled all my energy.
Hello,
Oh boy, let me tell you, I've been a busy baby. I've been
Jeff from the Wiggles here.
um, can you imagine how much money is just being left sitting on the table by the Wiggles not constantly live streaming?
Yeah, I mean, anyone who has an audience could
Yeah,
could start their streaming career and then start raking in the dough. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's how we're going wrong. We starting from the bottom, and I wanted to start from the top.
Well, the Wiggles also have tons of like they've got plain colored shirts that could be covered in car advertisement
Oh, you're so right.
yeah, they could be covered in like Pepsi logos and stuff.
Yeah, Pepsi's a good drink. That's a fish with an underbite. So what are
Like
you
a
bringing to the table?
piranha.
Oh, what the fuck? My cursor's just gone all fucked up. Here we go. Bam,
My
bam,
cursed
bam,
cursor.
bam.
Oh,
And he's
nice.
all and he's all like, oh, here's a little tiny fin. No, what is that? Is that a fish stick? Oh no. Don't draw that.
It's a Scott Morrison.
Ah, Scott Morrison. Literally the worst person in the world.
At the moment.
What a absolute piece of shit.
Alright. So what's new in the world? Rick and Morty season 4 has begun.
Hell yeah. I don't care. No, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, you fucking poser.
Why is my cursor all fucked up? What's going on here? Is there a reset cursor? I wanna reset it.
Was it too small? You
Nah,
got
bro.
a little tiny cursor?
Oh no, fuck you. Shut up. No, it's no, sorry, I fixed it. Ouija. Oh no, I didn't. Nah, still fucked up. Like where my mouse is where I start drawing, which is good. But there's the little circle that is the cursor that's off center. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just close Aggie and then reopen it. Hey, so let's get into it. Welcome to Ride Dog, Ride Dog number 3. You've pet the dog, you've fed the dog. Now it's time to ride the dog. That's the slogan. Don't forget it.
Well, and the merchandise slogan is "You've rode the dog, now wear the dog."
That's right.
Yeah. So
Also,
we should catch up anyone who's watching, presently or in the future.
are you well?
I get hay fever, but
Yeah,
but
okay.
also, I don't know where the cough is coming from, but
Yeah.
yes, today is part 3 of the Ride Dog ride
Yeah.
that never ends.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Ride Dog. It's an endless cycle of ups and downs.
Self-abuse.
Ups and downs and petted hounds. I meant hounds.
Let's
Ups and downs and unbiased hounds. They'll listen to your hot takes and they won't have any prejudice against them. They'll just use rationality to decipher what you're talking about.
Rationality is so good, isn't it? It just does everything you need it to.
So much more boring. To live like that.
Let me pick the colors for today
Yeah, sure.
because I liked your idea. Excuse me again. I liked your idea of there being the glow of the Ride Dog lava lamp.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember my good idea now. The one that I had, that no one else had.
It is a fairly unique idea.
Let's get rid of
Let me
this
drink a
fit.
little water. I'm choking on my saliva.
Mm-hmm. I'm also drinking.
Everyone knows you drink rye.
Oh, tell me about it. That's why I'm so tired.
Oh no, you get on the sauce again.
I didn't have too much to drink last night, but I had a lot to drink the night before. And last night I went out and I played at the open mic night.
Ooh.
Which is good because now I'm in. It's a competition as well, so like anyone can sign up for the open mic night throughout a couple of months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then into those couple of months, they host a final, so they call back the people who are the best,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can win 5 hours of recording time.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm in the finals next week. So
Haven't you already like got good recording equipment?
yeah, that's my it's the issue. It's like if I win, I actually don't know what I would do with that recording time.
You would like want to produce your shit and record it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like
Excuse me.
what would having a treated room really benefit? Like if I had a bunch of vocal takes I wanted to get done or something like that, you know. But
Probably you could. Yeah, a bunch of vocal takes, but even just a space where like no one, it's like soundproofed and you can just be as loud as you want.
yeah,
Are you ever by yourself at home?
yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
I will have the next 2 months off. 2 months alone. My brother and his partner are going to Europe for 2 months, and I got the apartment to myself, and it is going to be bliss. I'm so excited.
So you're going to have far less work hours and also
Uh-huh.
be by yourself.
Uh-huh. Doesn't that sound amazing?
You might have to resist the temptation to just jerk it all away.
I don't see any reason to resist that temptation.
I don't expect you to know this as well as I do.
Yeah.
That's why it's a recommendation.
Oh yeah.
It's advice.
You've seen the dark side of
Too much free time, yes.
No, I've been there. I know where you can end up. I've been awake at 5 a.m, still watching pornography and being like, what the fuck am I doing? This is insane. That was when I was a teenager though, and everything's new to you, and you're still like got this dumb look in your face of pure shock as you realize that you have access to all the porn in the world.
And you know what? And the girls just keep getting more attractive.
Kind of. You have to keep looking for more and more weird shit.
No, see, that's never happened to me. I'm grateful.
Yeah, no, actually, it's a thing that I said, but
it has happened to you. I'm not gonna make you admit it, but
no, I'm super tame. If I wasn't, I'd own it.
Except for brief pockets of time.
I took that as brief pockets being my fetish.
Oh.
Like I just really, I just can't get enough of people fondling themselves through their brief pockets.
Well, now I have that fetish.
That's the thing about brief pockets. As soon as you hear about it, you get it.
Yeah.
It's a very what's the word?
Vagina.
No, that's not it. That's a good word, but it's not the one I'm looking for. Contagious. It's such a contagious fetish. Much like dominance. You get one hit of that and you're out.
Okay, so this is
gloss at that.
This is gonna be like the
Yeah.
where the lights come in.
Okay.
We're gonna make this like an evening, like midnight coffee or something. Maybe he's woken up like before the sun came up.
Yeah.
Right. This is where like light has come in through the slats or something. We might make slats on the window.
Yeah.
And the lava lamp color will be like, ooh. Well, Or
Hey,
maybe
here's
even.
I've had a thought because we keep trying to knock these out each episode, but there's no reason like if we wanna if we're happy with the direction a drawing is going, and we don't want to rush it, there's no harm in us completing a drawing over a couple of streams.
Yeah.
And also that means that people can be like, oh, that's looking cool. I wonder what it's gonna go next, and then
Yeah.
they dive in.
Yeah, no, I like it. Well,
Yeah.
let's do that if we feel like that is a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. That's what I was saying. I don't say we have to do that,
No, I know.
but I am saying I'm prepared to do that.
Hell yeah. Well, that's good. Let's use the orange that you've put there in that little drop. Or is that me?
What? What drop?
Yeah, that's me. Okay, yeah, I already chose
Green.
You chose the orange when we began. How good's
Yeah.
that?
It's a good orange, isn't it? I've
I like
chosen a very good orange. Actually, I didn't choose that. I didn't. That was just what my brush was just randomly set to.
That must be the
It's-
red from the last episode then.
Ah, cool. See, it's tie-in. People will be like,
Yeah.
People love that shit. They're like, oh, that's the same red they used last time. I'm sorry, is that F14932? That's my favorite red.
My favorite color is FFFFFFFFF.
Is that black?
What is FFFF? It's white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You
What's
weren't
black?
wrong, but you were the
I was
furthest
wrong.
from being right.
Alright. Sure, man. Let me find code for black color. Go on.
It's 0000000.
Right. That makes sense. This hex color is also a web safe color, which is equal to 000. Alright, cool. That's good to know.
Web design.
Here's the thing about it. The red value is 0. Green value is 0. Blue value is 0. That's how you get black, baby. Oh boy. Sleepy over here. Hey, Australia is literally almost entirely on fire right now.
No, that's not true.
But it's a lot more of Australia is on fire than should be on fire.
Yeah, but that could be said of any bushfire.
Well, that's true.
You're just giving me left bullshit, aren't you? You're just being a lefty right now.
Just being a fucking commie greenie.
Well, you think it's the Liberals' fault again? You think Scott Morrison started the fires? Give me a break.
I do.
What are you gonna do next? Be upset that protesting's gonna be banned? Come on.
This
You ever
country
think about
really
big
is.
business?
This country's got a really bad look for itself right now. Yeah, I'm real. I don't know. Do you think how far do you think Scott Morrison could fucking get with that shit? Like banning.
Not very
protests?
far. There's a quote from John F. Kennedy, president in the United States in like the 60s.
Yeah, heard of him.
The
one that definitely got shot by the CIA.
Yeah, lost his head a little bit.
Yeah.
Lost his mind a little bit. Nah, fuck.
He was great.
He says, when you make peaceful protest illegal, you make violent protest necessary.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting this feeling like a lot of the world, a lot of the right-leaning governments around the world are trying to crack down on more and more shit
Right.
like that, and I don't see how that could go any other way except for things are going to get way more violent towards them. Like, what do they think they're gonna? I mean, I guess until they actually get the entire military involved to control the entire population of their country,
Mm,
it's gonna be really fucking hard to make any progress in their favor.
for shiz.
Look at fucking Hong Kong. Like, it's not actually China necessarily, but like, it's a different government in a way. But
In a way.
I don't know, like they're still got their ties to China, but
No, 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 no.
is that an entirely different government?
Hong Kong is China now. Um, that's like the problem though, because it was British owned for like a long time. And then, like obviously it was originally like fucking Chinese owned. There's meant to be like a transition process between UK ownership and Chinese ownership, but then China just rolled in with all of their like facial recognition stuff. Started just bringing their policies over, and people were like, "Nah, we don't actually like this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck China.
I reckon it should just be like a free state or something. I don't know what that would mean.
Yeah, I don't know either, but totally agree.
Probably could just govern itself with the way
Instead
it
of-
had been going or something. It's a
Yeah.
huge population, so
Yeah.
it's a pretty difficult thing to say. But
Yeah.
fuck it.
Oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a world! What a world we're living in. I really brought the energy down this episode.
No.
But I've had on my mind a lot recently. Like as I cut out
Myself.
my weekly my weekday shifts of work. Like I was in that routine of just going to work, and I'm working on a lot of other shit outside of work. So like I'm not really part of the system so much. I'm not playing my role in society
Yeah, you are.
as well as like I could be. That makes sense.
How?
Yeah, I'm saying like I could be doing like a full-time job and making actual money enough to put down like fucking housing loans or whatever.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not
on the
contributing.
path. No. I know. I'm not saying I'm contributing. I'm saying I'm not saying that is actually contributing.
Okay.
I'm saying that is just kind of becoming part of the system. They're like repeating the pattern, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, even my small ways of playing along with that system of our society started freaking me out more and more, as just thinking like, imagine playing along with this idea of how everything should be working while the world is literally burning around you. That's such a bizarre thing to keep to trying to think how to word this.
That's why our generation is like not really having many kids.
Because nothing's working. Nothing's
Well,
worked.
yeah, if I can like only
Clearly.
just live the way I want to, in like the poverty and like lack of money I have,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't throw a child into the mix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boy.
right?
You're right.
What else is cool? What else is trendy?
I don't know, man. You tell me. You got your finger on the pulse.
Yeah, true. Okay.
That's what they say about Giles. They come to you for what's happening up in the world of.
I reckon
culture.
Furbies are coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you say that, sports fan?
Um, the truth, just generally.
Right on, soul brother.
Did you play any more Outer Worlds?
A little bit, yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's I would say that like I definitely want. I just have to. I'm having to just readjust what I expected from the game. Like I wanted basically Fallout, but I'm glad that they haven't made exactly Fallout in terms of like it doesn't have the same feeling of Fallout. Just in like a lot of the systems are very very similar, if not the same. Um, but the vibe is more space piratey, kind of like a romp through space. Like gather your team together and go out there on an adventure rather than like trudging through the wasteland, uncovering old relics and just like trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I really dig that aspect of Fallout. Like everything feels really dark and bleak, and it feels like you're in danger all the time. And in this game, I'm feeling a lot more powerful and a lot more like gung ho. But now I'm getting into that because I've got a crew with three spacefaring warrior chicks. And we're going out there blasting
What
people.
are the names of your warrior chicks?
I've got
Parvati, or whatever the fuck
yeah,
her name is.
Pavati is one, and the other one is Ellie, I think is her name.
Oh, you've only got two.
Yeah, I've also got another. I've got a guy and I've got a robot.
Yeah. See, I was
But
hoping that you could make different crews, but it looks like it's fairly linear, like quite linear.
yeah, surely there's more people you can find later on in the game. Like I found all those people in the first area. So
Let's make this drawing more interesting to look at, I think. Um, um, do you want to just add like little, just details to what? So this is like a bench. Can you tell?
yeah. So
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
got yourself.
like blah. You got cupboards.
Yeah,
Um, there'll be a sink somewhere, maybe even under the window.
yeah. I reckon sink there. Whoop.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I reckon he's gonna be
That's fun.
leaning on his like elbow.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you give me,
so,
but can you give me like on another layer on the top a basic kind of outline of where you want things to go, and then I can kind of start like. Well, you just no, you keep doing that. It's good. I see what you're doing. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Ugh.
we can put some ride dog posters
Yeah.
up on his wall.
Yeah. Oh baby, our these streams are not getting any hits. Ride Dog merch got 6 views.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the first Ride Dog got none, and this one we'll see. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, I like that angle. That's good. Um,
He's a little low though.
mm.
Boop, 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 boop.
If you draw him on another layer,
Yeah.
yeah,
You can choose where the lamp goes to.
yeah. I reckon we should have the lamp here. Oh, where am I? Bam, like lamp
Yep.
here.
Good, like it.
So we have light coming this way, but then we can have like a street light out here. So we can have two different lights adding different reflections on things.
Yeah.
So do like I reckon like a pale green, like a teal for the street light.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Cool colors. Yeah.
So yeah.
Straight a tier like from where that origin was though, it would come in through the window like that way,
Yeah.
not through like that.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, so I'll just do like oh, so I'll paint. I'll do like the sink is just you can see it because of those lights. You know what I mean? So it'll be like
Yeah.
that. Oh my god, I can't draw. That's so funny. Is that right? Hey, buddy, have you heard the word? Blam, 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 blam. Um, not even.
All right.
Does that look right? Yeah, that looks right.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
And then it'll be like.
What let's see. How
Yeah, how? How do I keep things so groovy? I'm trying to think of fucking. I was trying to think of like a funny street, more street sounding word that would be silly for me to say. Can't think of a damn thing.
um Oh well, there's occasionally some dead air. I don't mind.
Yeah. As I mentioned, I'm sad, my energy's pretty low. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Fucking hell, what to talk about. My Chemical Romance is back, baby. Hell
um
yeah.
I saw a post someone made like years
Mm.
ago saying Gerard Way modeled the band's like future based on how the Smashing Pumpkins did theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And they apparently like broke up after the same amount of years as My Chemical Romance and then reformed for a tour and an album after a 6-year break.
Yeah, right.
And so it was like 5 years ago. This person said, so in 2019, expect a comeback, like a reformation and announcing a new tour. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, without missing a beat, that's what happened this year.
Hell yeah. I love that. That's great. I also saw that their last album, can't remember what it's called. It doesn't matter. Was set in 2019.
Their last album, Danger.
Danger Days.
Yeah.
Let me get some information up. Yeah.
Fuck, I think Glee was still on TV when that album came out.
I love My Chemical Romance.
I thought you were going to say Glee.
No, I hate Glee. I went back over some of their shit. I was like, this is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, post The album storyline follows a city in post-apocalyptic California in 2019, where a few outsiders called Killjoys fight against a corporation that controls the people. Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
It's all gonna come back.
The Killjoys.
Yeah. How old is Gerard? Gerard Way. Find out. But yeah, just like musically, they were, I think, far more intelligent than a lot of the other kind of emo that particular wave of emo rock.
For sure. To the point where I wouldn't really even call it emo.
Yeah. They were just a rock band that happened to
A
have
rock
like
band with like a focus
darker
on
theme.
like depressing themes. And
Yeah.
like, you know, throw in the occasional vampire and whatever to make it like sort of gothy.
Yeah. It's kind of it's a bit macabre, but it's not actually like I see like real like what the idea people think of when they think of emo. I put that closer to um. There's a lot more like singer-songwriters stuff, or like what's the other band called? Yeah, ones that are just more personal, talking about like I'm depressed. These are the things that I'm going through. Like that kind of stuff makes more sense. But My Chemical Romance was also always so dramatic. Like everything was
Oh yeah, yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
a story or a concept. It wasn't really like very rarely did it feel like this is an actual um look into their lives in any way. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't think it was sincere?
I think it was sincere, but but it wasn't directly biographical.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Which
Okay.
I think a lot of people think
I think
most.
every musician does that.
Yeah, no, I believe so as well. But I think a lot of fans don't twig onto
Oh yeah.
that stuff isn't biographical, that it's not them. Like that you can sing as another person, that you can play characters, you know?
For yeah, 100%. Why do you think people get so pissed off at Tyler the Creator and
Yeah.
whatever, like Eminem?
Uh-huh,
It's like
totally.
no, he didn't actually stuff his wife in a closet and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where the fuck do you think he'd be if he actually did any of that shit? Obviously, it's a
well, you can
fucking.
get away with that and then be so pompous that you can like yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
put it in song lyrics and whatever. But yeah, it obviously didn't happen. Like it's a
Yeah.
theatrical decision.
Hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
I think musically, the a lot of My Chemical Romance songs are just like well structured and like they've got like interesting riffs and whatever.
Mm. Well, they got such a huge Queen influence. Um, got some yeah, insanely amazing like harmonies and stuff like that with the vocals.
Yeah, harmonies are always gonna like improve the
Particular.
quality of something.
Mm.
It did. I don't think they can pull them off live though. I think they're like, I think genuinely every live thing I've seen of them just like
Mm.
seemed really shitty.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Oh well, don't know.
This was years ago.
Yeah, they're allowed to be a studio band.
I already
Uh-huh.
watched the first episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
No spoilers, bro. I want spoilers.
Rick and Morty are in it.
God damn it, Giles. I intended to what I still do intend to rewatch the Australian version of Rick and Morty today.
Bushworld
Bushworld.
with the like really oversized uncle thing. He's just like an abusive alcoholic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that did actually just peer into some part of my subconscious, like childhood
Yeah.
memories. It's creepy. Alright, so in this picture,
Yeah.
which is totally not stalling, there'll be a toaster in it.
Yep.
There'll be a mug.
Mm-hmm.
A
clock. I reckon we should do like a wall, like
yeah, with like the dog's eyes going left and right.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And the tongue will be like a pendulum or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I might get started on that.
Yeah, fucking get started on that. That sounds
Yeah.
sounds a good idea.
If you get stuck on a thing, just move on to another thing that you can imagine.
Yeah. And if you can't imagine anything,
Give up.
alright. You can do that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
It's a bit steppy. It's hard to do.
That's alright. Like, if you embrace the steps and don't necessarily, like, try and hide them, it's just a stylistic choice.
Mm. Let me just pump it up a bit with harder. Oh, that looks good. Yeah. Rewind selector. Now I can just do a whole. That's cool. Hey, like that. Just a subtle little gradient over the sink.
Beautiful.
Fucking makes it pop.
Pop.
Pop. Alright,
I'm losing the
Get
blood in my leg from the way I'm sitting.
Oh no. You need blood in your leg.
Oh, no.
That's fucking like day one, babe.
Damn, that's like a basic necessity, man.
Sounds like a
Man, I think that was one of the bare necessities in the Jungle Book, man.
Sounds like what's his name? Hannibal Buress.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that sounds like what is it, a little line he would say. Nah, man, that's like a bare necessity. Having blood in your veins.
Damn.
Oh no.
I've been listening to a
I got rid
podcast.
of the red. I got
What?
red of the red that I chose.
The red.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. I've
you
still
got
got
it?
it in my palette because I'm
Give it to me,
smart.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, select it from that.
God damn it. That's so annoying. Thank you.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Damn.
Can you still see it?
Huh? Yeah, I see it.
Alright.
Yeah. You're outrageous, Giles. If I can. Oops. Okay. There you go. Bam. And then like.
I've been listening to a podcast a whole bunch called Come Town.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
No, I have not heard of it. What's
It's
that all
funny.
about?
I'm going to recommend it a lot to you because it's quite funny.
Okay. You've never led me astray before.
Is that true?
In terms of content? Probably not.
Okay.
Can't imagine you've ever linked me anything and I went, oh no, this is not good. Giles fucked up here.
Oh, no. Too old.
What? Let's see
Do
if-
not worry.
see if I can get this shit. Get this shit on the road. I don't know what I'm doing. That then. I don't know how I can add. I don't really have much commentary to add while I draw.
Let's say we're not usually this stumped, are we?
Nah, but
It's
we're
usually something we're passionate about.
usually not this tired. Hey, just give me it's fucking Star Wars is coming, baby.
Yeah, but I don't know anything or care.
Yeah, I've not kept up to date, the slightest. Except that they're still doing, they're still doing reshoots or something, which is just ridiculous. Releases in a month.
In a month.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. It always comes out around Christmas
I
time.
reckon I'll be seeing it.
Yeah, I'll probably see it. And you know what? I might even love it. Who knows? How does one draw lava in lamp?
Remember, there's little dogs inside the lava.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I should get a lava lamp up for reference. Like, I actually genuinely want a lava lamp. How does one go about getting a lava?
Well, Amazon doesn't deliver to Australia anymore.
eBay does. How much is a lava lamp? I want to know. I want to know. How much is a lava lamp? I want to know. I want to know.
You have said the magic words for purchasing lava lamps. Here is your discount code.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm sorry. Are these like metallic lava lamps? Like the lava inside is metallic? That's dope. Get out of my fucking, get out of here. That's
How
so
much is it?
cool. It's like $28. That's so insanely reasonable. Let me find, it looks a bit shitty though. Also, I just want like a classic lava lamp. Like I want like a real 70s vibe. They're not very expensive items actually at all. I'm gonna search lava lamp. How do?
Just giving this like baby face to the dude.
Let me jump back in here and have a look. Yeah, I like it. Dear. Dive in here and fucking. Alright. Now we're cooking with lava. Bwomp, 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 bwomp. Bwomp! Lava lamp, do you know my dreams? Do you see me when you sleep? Lava lamp. Yeah, okay, look, here's some topic. Here's ugh. Ugh. Actually, you know what? I've started doing this on my podcast. I'm gonna give it a go for us here. I think this could be fun.
Cool.
Way to do it. Because I love analyzing personal situations of people because I don't give a shit. Like my social, my I don't do drama with my friends. And I like reading about other people's drama. Giles, this person on Reddit needs our advice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna
Alright,
dictate?
Huh?
Wait.
I don't even know if I'll actually. I'm not gonna answer the thing, but we can just ramble on about bullshit this way. Giles, this person had a wet dream. Oh no! So I had a wet dream, and I don't use sheets, and there's an odor, and is there a way? No, fuck off.
Wow. Wow.
Is there a way to clear the smell from a room? Yeah, air it out, bro. Open your doors, son. Open your window. Get a fucking scented candle. Buy a diffuser and get yourself some essential oils. I can't believe anyone would have to ask this question. How else do you get rid of smells in any situation? Get an air freshener.
I came on my mattress and it stank.
Go to a fucking 7-Eleven, get a fucking air freshener. Whatever. Yeah.
No, it's how to get the smell like out of the mattress, surely, right?
Yeah, I would say that's the case.
You gotta probably
Yep.
scrub it, dude.
Yeah, wash your mattress. Okay.
Good start.
Whoa. This shit's fucked.
We got a good one?
No, it's bad. It's very bad. But like a lot of this shit's real. Yeah, real intense. This one says I fantasize about. I fantasize. I read it as dreaming because if you were dreaming it, then I'd be less concerned. But he says I fantasize about raping, beating up, and choking women, even though I get along well with women and never would do anything like that in real life.
Wow.
What the? Well, obviously there's something going on with you, bro. Fucking go see a psychiatrist. 100%.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
That's insane. That's really gross.
Like I can imagine a healthy individual can actually can manage conjuring up those images without like it being an unhealthy outcome.
Yeah, of course.
But what I don't know. I have more control over what I'm thinking about than what this guy is alluding to.
Yeah. That's totally. Like
He's trying to say that he enjoys it. I think he's like, well, I don't know what to do about this. I enjoy thinking about that.
Yeah.
Well, how about you stop enjoying thinking about that, or like stop indulging it? Like, there's lots of things that I enjoy that I don't do because of the like inappropriateness of the moment or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I really hate the attitude that a lot of people apply to all kinds of different situations like this, where they kind of treat their minds as if they have no control over it.
Yeah, I'm just subjected to this thing.
Yeah. I can't control the way I feel. I can't control these thoughts that are coming into my brain. It's like just because you're having a thought or a feeling doesn't mean that dictates how you respond to it. Because yes, everyone has like emotions that they can't just say, go away emotion, I'm done with being angry now, I'm happy now, yay. No, that's not how it works. But it doesn't mean that those feelings are. I think it's because they identify with it. Maybe perhaps a little bit like
Yeah.
to say I feel angry. It's like no, there's anger, but you're not the anger. You're the person who chooses what to do with that anger next.
Yeah, I feel like I'm consistently explaining that to certain people in my life.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, I'm maddened by what you just said," and it's just like, well, how valid is it that you're mad at that? It's like
Yeah.
it's like if I said to a billionaire, um, like I think you're really harming society's ability to function, and they were like
Mhm.
pissed off by that, and they were able to go like, look, it was really inappropriate of you to make me pissed off. It's like, no, I still
Yeah.
believe what I said. Like
Hmm.
maybe that anger is because I'm right. Even like
Mm.
who knows what's actually created that anger. I shouldn't have to take responsibility for it every single time another person is angry at me.
Yeah.
Occasionally it's valid, obviously, but they'll bring up that argument. They'll bring up the valid argument while they're mad if they're smart.
Mm.
Do you have some thoughts on that? Do I sound like emotionally retarded?
No. Um, and excellent choicing of words there. um, no, it's yeah. It's just the actions really frustrates me. So like, to be
Yeah. To be a victim of your own mind. Yeah.
yeah. As in, like, I just didn't want to say it like that because, like, that is obviously a thing. There is mental illness. You can have also uncontrolling, but I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm talking about people who just validate shitty actions because of the way they feel in a moment.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah,
In fact,
you're
like
not.
most mental illnesses don't have to impact on the people around that person until they start going, like until they start indulging whatever emotion is clearly like sort of coming from chemical imbalance
Hmm.
or whatever. I can't speak on all mental illnesses.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just not a good idea to anyway.
yeah. It's all yeah. It's all different for everybody, and but but yeah, I got no time for that shit of laying anger or whatever like rule your actions.
Mm.
I see it as really egotistical as well. Like I saw a couple of people fighting on the tram today. A couple
Yeah.
of old dudes, like really like I'd say anywhere between fucking like 65 and like 90, right?
Right.
And they were having a go at each other and I was like I can't imagine taking myself seriously enough to be yelling at a stranger on a tram, if that makes sense.
Do you
Like,
know anything about what it was about?
no, it was just more an example. I don't know the situation. There might have been a very valid reason, but like,
Could you understand anything they were saying?
no, I saw them just leave. It's really just an example. It conjured the idea in my head rather than the actual particular situation.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I get that.
I'm trying to think of yeah how to word it.
No, you're right. Like, what what are you hoping to solve, or like, what effect are you trying to have by yelling at someone?
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think many people learn very well that way. Um,
Hmm.
especially when they're not kids anymore.
Yeah.
They don't
No
really
one
need to
responds to
take
being
your
yelled at.
authority.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, if I had a I just need like a really good example.
I used a
I
bad
re-
example.
I really like. I really like so much of my thinking in this in relation to this kind of stuff does come from Eckhart Tolle's work, but I really dig the way he's put this kind of thing about like you will have these thoughts, right? You'll have these emotions, but it's the way he words them to himself. So he doesn't say I'm angry. He says there's anger within me right now, or there's anger within my body at the
Mm.
moment. And obviously, it sounds a bit silly at the time. Like if you were to say to someone like, "Oh, there's a lot of anger inside at the moment." But that's what I've started doing just to myself, to say instead of saying that I'm angry or if I'm feeling sad, especially sadness is a good one. To say that if I'm feeling down or sad, and to word it in a way that like there's a sadness within my body today.
Yeah.
It takes so much of the pressure off, and it makes me feel like this will just pass. I instantly remember that it's just going to pass, and I can ride it out. And it's not me. It's not who I am. And I find that a really,
Yeah, that's a
um,
useful tool.
yeah, really, really useful, really powerful thing. I'm gonna do some of this on this side of the arm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Hmm. I think it's yeah, associating with all kinds of different things. Like, who are you? Who are you really? Who is the present? Who? What is your actual being like? Like, I just can't survive without a packet of Oreos in my cupboard. I'm trying to think how like
Yeah.
that's a silly example, but that's kind of where it takes you. I think is like you start having these little things in your life that have to be there for you to consider yourself you. And yeah, I want to do away with a lot of that as much as possible. I identify heavily with my art, but I'd like to move further away, which I think I've already done it. I'm relatively minimalist kind of mindset on a lot of stuff.
I for some reason, even like early in high school, I was learning about materialism,
Hmm.
um, and just like not identifying with physical objects. And I can remember like trolling people with saying reality is an illusion for a while, trying to say that like none of this is worth identifying with and it's all like a trick of the mind or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've gone through lots of different phases where like I would just not. I wouldn't like buy clothing so that I could be identifiable as a thing. I would just um I would wear a lot of like old clothes. I wouldn't buy many new clothes at all from like I would get up shop clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
Um where am I going with this? Essentially, do you remember when I started factory work at KR?
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
essentially shaved my head, started wearing like tracksuit pants and boots.
Yeah, I remember that.
Um, and I don't know, I wouldn't have been caught dead wearing that during high school because I had some sort of image I was like maintaining, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden, bam, just like, nah, I'm a
Yeah.
factory worker now.
Mm.
It was weird.
I definitely identify with the way I look, I think. To a degree.
Well, you know that's all part of it still.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I know that there's still a lot of me that has an identity really ingrained into my life that could potentially be not I don't know if it's harmful. Just something to monitor, basically. As long as I'm not feeling like I'm losing myself when those things aren't there. Like I'm happy to transition into another part of my life, you know?
Yeah, how do you identify with not having an identity, though? No, let me say that in a less, like, stupid way. Like, you're going for anonymity with your, like, dressing up and stuff, or, like, basicness, or whatever you would describe it.
Yeah, I
How
kind
does
of.
that actually contain your identity? Because it's almost
Well,
like just blending in with others. It's not like it's not
yeah,
identifiable or unique.
yeah. Um, yeah, no, I would say actually I think the all black is actually much more of a statement than I initially would say to myself. Um, I think it's more than rather than trying to blend in, it's more saying everything that I have to offer is inside, is in my head.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know, maybe. That's my first thought. But yeah, if I actually wanted to blend in, then I'd be wearing just like, yeah, just a bunch of Kmart clothes or something like that. That's really unassuming. But wearing all black's actually quite a statement
Is it?
in comparison. I mean, in comparison to what I've said in the past, I think about trying to be anonymous, I think it's not in line with that mentality.
It can make you stand out to be wearing all black for sure.
Mm.
But as far as far as it being unique and containing any of your personality, like I don't know if that's possible because
Oh
of
yeah,
the
for sure.
frequentness of it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Um, so yeah, no, so I wouldn't say it's containing personality. But it's not for anonymity.
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 Yeah, I think I just threw that in the mix. I don't think you've said that much that it's to
No,
do
I
with anonymity.
no, I definitely have. I think I've definitely, at least alluded to the idea that like I like the idea of not drawing attention to myself.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't think if that was actually my goal, I don't think wearing what I wear would be entirely achieving that. I think a big part of it, I think, is more about how we get into this kind of. A big part of it, I would say, more so like just prioritizing shit. Like I've got certain clothes that I would like to wear in mind.
Yeah.
Um, but if I have to work a job I don't want to be in to afford them, I'm not interested. Like, if I become successful through my music or through whatever, and I have spare cash,
Yeah.
then sure, I'm ready to go and buy some shit. Um, I'm ready to get some fucking awesome sneakers and nicer jeans and whatever, and start dressing a little bit more flashy. Still, I think it'd still be relatively minimalist, but it would be more so for the look of being minimalist rather than just wearing what's cheap and easy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't want to work in a cafe or something like that to afford that shit. And I do find it weird when I meet people like that who work a relatively mundane job and then they wear a bunch of expensive clothes and shit like that. Mm.
Because they're not like I don't know, but doesn't everyone isn't the point that we're all trying to like find success through oh, okay, isn't fashion a way of showing off success?
Yeah,
Of indicating, the status of your wealth. So you're saying it's a little bit of like it's a bit imposterish if you're like working at a cafe and wearing a $3,000 Gucci jacket or something.
yeah, that would be weird. I would find that strange. I think. But I like people like doing having individual dress. That's great.
Okay.
That's yeah. No, 100%. Like if you're dressing to express yourself, or because you just like the aesthetic, then yeah, 100% on board. Um, no, it's fine. It's all fine. It really doesn't bother me. It's just my priority, purely just down to my priorities of being. There's no way in hell I'm spending a bunch of money on clothes at this point in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Makes zero sense to me.
there's fashion's like apparently one of the more unethical industries after oil and
Yeah.
coal. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had this. Bugger. There's a lot of superfluence built into it, I would say.
Superfluosity.
Yeah, sure. If that's the correct word, then that one.
Superfluousness.
Hmm. Same with the tech industry, though.
To what? What do you mean?
Like, things aren't built to last for.
Oh.
Yeah, being built to last is not a top priority.
Superfluous is like unnecessary, right? You're saying
Yeah,
like
yeah. What's the word? Damn it, you're right. I fucked it.
there's a lot of like not like arbitration but like
Hmm.
uh it's like
If there's anyone watching, they're screaming at their monitor.
it's like made for it's like what Apple does with their shit.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my God.
How good are conversations?
Obsolescence.
Yeah.
Is planned obsolescence legal? Is the question that I've Googled. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the main point. That like it's not in a like you see it with certain. All right, so like my brother just bought a $700 pair of boots, and
What?
they're exceptionally good boots. And you
What
have
the
you
hell?
have and the company gives you lifetime repairs. So if those boots ever fail, he just takes them back to the shop, and they will fix them for him, no questions asked. That's kind of what you're paying for. Is that like if you buy this pair of boots, these are your boots. You never don't have these boots. Um,
Which is great, but
sounds great.
that's part of what the $700 is, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What
And
the
I
what the fuck is he spending $700 on boots for?
his argument is that it's actually cheaper. This is like how.
In 5 years' time, he'll have saved some money from that purchase. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the argument. Is that like
Um, but I
and,
mean,
and
like, what does he need boots for?
well, this is a good question. Yeah, I would definitely argue that you don't need boots.
Like, I was
No.
doing, I've got steel cap, like, uh, tough boots, but I
Yeah.
was doing laboring for a little while where stepping on nails and big bits
Mhm.
of timber falling on your toes could, like, actually really hurt
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
Yeah.
don't like what the fuck. Why am I trying to shame Bren for not being able to justify
Yeah.
boots?
If I had a spare $700 that was solely to be spent on boots, I'd buy those boots. But what was my point? Yeah, it's in that company's best interest to build things to last because that's their whole deal. That's their brand. Like that's what people are going to them for. That's what they're known for. But it's not in the best interest of a massive corporation to build something that would last forever because then they can't sell it to you again.
Yep.
This is not a new concept anyway, but it's just I can't remember what brought this up. Oh, I
This looks sort of cool.
yeah, I'm digging the aesthetic. It needs a little something.
It needs a few more little somethings.
Yeah, it needs a Rye Dog poster up here.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna add some this motherfucker right here. No, no,
I can't remember the toaster very well, so if there were any symbols or anything on it, oh, we should just put the logo on it anyway.
yeah, there was a Rye Dog logo on it. When in doubt, Rye Dog logo.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think pretty soon I'm gonna need to go and have a nap.
A nap.
I'm crashing real hard.
I've been napping as well, and I don't think it's a good sign.
Yeah, I only do it when I've been drinking a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been drinking much at all. Um,
Mm.
I think my brain's just dying.
No, that's not good. It'd be better if it wasn't dying.
Cheers.
No worries. This has been like every time we've done this recently. Like really we're both on really low energy. Maybe with my new work schedule we can hit up different times of day. We could do some nighttime streams would be easier.
Oh, yeah.
Some late night streams would be fun.
Well,
Doing
it
something like
would.
11 at night and have a couple of drinks.
We could introduce drinking into this.
Yeah,
I don't know. In fact, I don't know if we're like allowed to. We wouldn't be showing us drinking.
I'm sure it'll be
Fuck it.
fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Do you know who has two thumbs and gonna give a fuck?
I
Because
do
that's
like
just
having something planned for the middle of the day.
yeah, yeah,
Wait, Chuck, we'll put a little streak on the hands because they disappeared.
yeah. I think you've got a good eye for lighting, and I am at the moment struggling to see where things should be.
Ultimately, I'm just making it up though.
Yeah, man, well, we all making it up. Alrighty. Uh, that's kind of true, maybe. The only reason why we think things were built to last back in the day is because the poorly built things from back in the day don't exist anymore.
No,
Yeah, I think that's false.
no, it's because we discovered more cheap materials. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We also discovered
Outsource,
sort of
outsource,
like yeah,
outsourcing labor.
outsourcing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's. I see what they're saying. I believe that to a degree when it comes to things like music and shit like that. Like, because that's the same argument that I've brought up numerous times when people say music used to be better back in the day. It's like, no, you just remember the good shit. There was so much crap. There's always going to be so much crap. You just need to actually look for the good shit.
I think the crap was better back in the day though too.
You reckon?
Yeah,
You reckon?
yeah,
I would say perhaps musicianship was probably higher because there was a higher barrier of entry.
yeah, and less time to be spent in marketing.
Maybe. But like if you went back to the 70s or 80s, like there'd be so much fucking marketed trash that was just pumped out for the sake of making money.
Yeah, but like it's pretty easily like researchable that quadrupled or like became a gajillion times larger as the decades went on.
Yeah, sure, okay, but also at the same time, music has become more and more accessible to, like the barrier of entry has gotten lower and lower and lower, allowing more people to get their music out there. So for every thing contributing to maybe radio music being worse, there's fucking 1,000 amazing musicians online that are doing really interesting shit. They just don't get the same
Yeah,
audience, perhaps.
sure.
I would say radio sucks for sure. Modern radio's trash. Anyway, hey, like, we've had this like, oh, that's good. What you're doing there with that? Yeah. See, it's all coming. Holy shit! Ugh. Oh,
You had so much energy to say that holy shit though.
yeah, there's air escaping more than anything. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was gonna find some more advice. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, too many of these are really serious. Come on. I want some advice. Like, how do I get this half-eaten carrot out of my fucking ass? That's funny. What to what to eat when eating is hard? Oh, it's eating disorder. I don't want to talk about it. How can I tell my friend? Here we go. How can I tell my friends to get a job without sounding like a dick? This is gonna be. I'm currently in my early 20s and the only one in my immediate friend group with a job. Oh, and I am the only one in my immediate friend group with a job. I have a few friends that haven't had a job since high school. I keep bringing it up every once in a while, saying we could all take a fun trip if I wasn't the only one with money. They all just make up bullshit excuse. Is there any way out of this? I'm honestly been thinking about just cutting them all out because it's annoying. It's that annoying, but then I would truly be alone as I am terrible at making new friends and trusting people. So many more variables I would want to know.
Yeah.
But like that it's so close to poor shaming in a way. Like I get that they haven't actually tried to get a job, but this idea that they need to have a job, so they have money is I find that really frustrating and kind of
Or
toxic.
even just like I have friends that I want to go on trips on with.
Yeah.
And if I can't go on trips with my friends, then I need to cut them all out.
Yeah. That's true. That's absurd. Um
Like, right, do you have any money to go on a trip at the moment?
Absolutely not. Not in the slightest.
Yeah, I don't see. Look,
Yeah, we're done. We out.
yeah.
That's cool. I have to ask the same question, Giles. Do you have any money to take a trip right now?
Hey, I've been overseas twice this year. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how you did that. um,
Me neither, if it helps.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
I don't-
saying like I want this. I want. I don't know. Like, it's just their situation. Like, you can't be fucking annoyed at your friends for being in that situation and not being able to afford the thing you want to do. Doesn't that just seem so absurd? Like, surely you should just be happy to just hang out with them
Yeah. Well,
or find other people
also,
to do the thing with.
also, his issue is how do I tell my friends to get a job? Um,
Yeah.
Basically, if they've got an issue that's preventing them from getting a job, how come your question isn't how do I help my friend through this issue he has with getting a job? Like,
Yeah.
I want to be able to just say the words "get a job" to my friends. How do I do that? Like,
Yeah.
it's like saying, how do I tell my depressed friend to just be happy instead? And it's like,
Yeah.
care a little deeper, and perhaps you'll find the answer to that question.
Yeah, why don't you start by asking them a question like, hey, why don't you guys want to work? And find out that, because then
Mm.
you could figure it out. And then, like, and also, I think my issue with this is that, like, you're taking it personally. Like, this person doesn't have a job and can't afford to go on a trip with me. Like, there's too many me's in that situation. There's too much like they're not
Look,
coming
my
on a
friends are
trip
poor, and it's
with me.
affecting me.
Yeah, like I
And I
can't. Yeah,
have money. That's what he's saying.
yeah. Buy their fucking tickets, bruh. If you've got enough money, then fucking pay for their way. Like, that's the thing that you want to do. I know it's insane to just be like, hey guys, I've decided that we're all gonna just go on a holiday together, and I'm paying. That would be just ridiculous.
It's an
But
option.
yeah, like if that's something you really want to do. But yeah, like we all just value things differently. And this is something that I've encountered actually a couple of times because I've got no money. But as I just pointed out with the way I'm dressing at the moment as well, like everything I'm wearing is super cheap, but that's because like I really highly prioritize not spending money on that kind of thing right now. And I had a mate who like I did say for a while that like, yeah man, I'll buy Borderlands 3 as soon as it comes out. We'll play it together. That'd be sick. And then when it came out, I suddenly remembered, like, oh, that's right, games are $100 in Australia. I can't, I actually just cannot afford to buy that game. And they kept telling me to buy it and kept hassling me about it. I'm like, dude, look, we still hang out all the time. We're still great friends, but you know where my priorities lie, and it has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm clearly not choosing something over you. I'm just, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, how do I tell my friend who actually makes money that he needs to stop harassing me about my inability to have the funds I need to travel overseas
Yeah.
and essentially live my life in a more poverty-stricken way?
Mm. And having not enough, if they're still living, if they can get by, that is bare minimum. You do not need to do any more than that. If you're more comfortable doing that than working a job, I say it would almost be irresponsible of you to work a job. That's detrimental to your health. If you found a way that you like living and you're genuinely happy with less money and less work, fucking do that, bro. That's way better.
And I reckon so some people who are obviously going through hard times like mentally may
Mm.
be benefited from doing something like okay, so some
Oh
people are
yeah.
totally like stuck, right?
Hmm.
And they might even be like living at home because they can't afford to rent their own place or whatever, which is
Hmm.
totally not even a shameful thing.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and they've got some arbitrary reason for not getting a job.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm talking like um, I just can't be bothered or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, well, their life would improve if they were to actually get off their ass for sure.
Yeah.
But
That's why
yeah,
I said I would need to know more variables of that
yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah,
We need to know where those people are at in
yeah.
order to. But still, as you pointed out, there's no tell them to get a job. That is wrong, as an incorrectly worded.
Yeah.
You could talk to them about the idea and find out where they're coming from, and take yourself out of the equation. Anyway, hey, let's do one more. I like these a lot already.
All right.
I hate my friend for no reason. Please help. I'm 15. I'm 15, and I made friends with a new girl last year. We have always been great friends, but this year I'm just starting to hate her, and I don't know why. She's nice, kind, everything like that, and she's definitely not toxic. I just hate her. I think she's annoying, but I can't pinpoint it. I want to get out of the friendship, but I don't know how to drift away, especially since my school is very small. I don't have any other friends than
How
her.
how old is this person? 15.
15.
Yeah,
Please.
I think he just wants to fuck her.
Maybe we don't know the sex of the person who posted this.
I reckon or maybe it started out as he was attracted and then
Oh yeah,
wait,
I've
do we
done
know the
that.
gender of the person?
No, we don't know.
Okay, so if it's a girl, then
Doesn't
it's
matter. It doesn't
yeah.
matter the gender. It doesn't matter.
No,
Like,
it is relevant like to the yeah, no, it is relevant.
no, but she could just be gay.
Yeah, and that would be relevant.
Yes, but the gender is irrelevant. It's if they're attracted to the other person is relevant to the story.
Oh, okay.
Um,
What do you
School just sucks. Fucking friends in school suck. I hate it. I hate it. I've got a few. I've got a couple that I have stuck with for a long time. Yourself, Giles, being one of them. One of
Yuck.
the very, very few. I think it's you and Wade. I can't think of
And we
any
both
others.
suck.
Oh yeah, certainly do. Sometimes, as do I. We've all, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, this drawing's looking good.
There's so many people that I was friends with, quotation marks, that I just hated in school. Um, I was talking. I think I talked to you about this last time as well. That like, and being in school and being around friends that you're supposedly friends with, but you also kind of don't like them,
Mm.
is also where you learn to socialize and learn to talk. Um, and that kind of sucks because like I thought I was just so shit at talking to people for a long time, and I think that I did that in school, in high school. I figured that out. When in fact, I think I was just around a lot of people that I did not really relate to in any way.
Right.
And then once you actually get out of school and you hang out with, it takes a little while. Once you're like, I just like found mid 20s and onwards, I meet lots of adults who know how to do small talk properly. And I'm like, oh, I don't hate small talk. Small talk's fine. This is actually really, really easy. It's just like small talk with other kids who also are freaking out constantly is a nightmare, and none of us know what we're doing.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am Lord. Anyway, hey, I think I'm gonna have to head off and go have a sleep for a bit, if that's cool, and then we can knock out the rest of this one because I reckon we can do a lot of details to this one. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. You want to
yeah,
revive it?
yeah, oh yeah. I definitely am keen to come back to it next time.
Okay,
Um,
cool. Well, I'll do sort of an outro. This is where we're at, everybody. It's pretty cool.
um,
And
please ride dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hop on the ride dog next time you're at your local um, carnival that is sponsored by Ride Dog. Look for the Ride Dog logo. Buy merch. Keep watching this show because it's gonna go somewhere. I promise.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Content is the goal.
Yeah. We need something to attract viewers so that they can just be in the chat box down the bottom. We can just talk to them the entire time.
That would be great. That's why
Yeah.
the Astro Lounge is straight to Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig this. I dig this looking at the advice Reddit though. That's fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Look, this one's called "What the
we
fuck
could
is
use
going on?"
Reddits to actually choose what we're gonna draw. We could always like go to one of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
one drawing a day thing, and
Uh-huh.
it would be
Uh-huh.
cool if our drawings were going to some sort of community that was able to receive. Like
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I like that idea. Let's do that.
Cool.
Let's. Why don't we go into Let's go into Pornhub next time. We'll find the best comments and
Yeah, we'll draw some
and
hentai.
we'll draw their comments and just post links to it in Pornhub community chat.
Well, we can screenshot the comment and we can add it to the picture. Like we can load it in or whatever.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be good.
And
Are
we
we
just
able
draw
to
their
load?
face.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun. We should do a
Just
series where we
coons
just
to this or whatever, and just draw someone with a coon face.
yeah. That's actually a great idea. Yeah, find absurd comments and draw the person that would say it.
And if they're called the Wizard of Pornhub or whatever, we add that to like the
Yeah.
character. That's
Yeah,
a funny idea. We're getting somewhere.
All right, let's do that next time.
All right.
Hell yeah.
We can always rename the show, by the way.
Well, why don't we just do segments? Let's do like ImagineRy can just kind of the. Oh, let's no, yeah. Well, Corpo Contentus is the channel,
Yeah.
and we can just do what the fuck we want. So ImagineRy is one show.
Yep.
It's unscheduled. Right now, it's weekly on Wednesdays, but that could change at any given time depending on what the fuck we want to do.
Yeah.
Because fuck anybody who wants us to stick to a schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But next time let's do the faces of the internet.
Yeah.
And we draw faces.
Humans of the internet, like humans of New York and all that shit.
Yes. Humans of the internet. We could even do little write-ups about them, like this person's called Wizard Porn 317, and he was born in Kentucky. To
Kentucky.
which is he was born to 13 mothers.
Mm. And when he
All
grew up and moved to the big city, he said to himself, "We're not in Kentucky anymore."
He's a ah, damn it. I'm trying to think of like a drag queen joke because he can tuck it.
Oh,
All right, I'm out. See you
there
later,
once
baby.
was a wizard from Kentucky who wanted to be a woman so much he would tuck it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's not transphobia. We love trans people.
Yeah. Just wordplay.
They appreciate the disclaimers.
The clarification.
I used they.
Okay, I'm out.
No.
I'm subscribed.
All right. Goodbye.
Nah, Ouija. Bye.